The redesigned 2020 Kia Soul is a 5-passenger subcompact crossover with a hatch that comes in 6 trim levels. There's the LX, S, X line, which I did a review on earlier this year, along with a drive-in review. You can find a link to that video in the description below. GT line, EX, and GT line Turbo, which we have here. Today, some of the highlights of this GT line Turbo, along with demonstrations and more highlights. Let's get started. 2 powertrain options for the 2020 Kia Soul. There's the 2-liter inline 4-cylinder, and in ours we have that 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Now there are 3 transmission options. There's a 6-speed manual on the base trim level, there's a CVT, and ours, the 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. Now fuel economy is really good. 29 miles per gallon in mixed driving with our turbocharged, so that's 27 city up to 32 on the highway. Now that GT line Turbo features a number of elements that make it very attractive, including that 1.6-liter turbo engine with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. There's also forward collision avoidance, blind spot collision warning, rear cross traffic collision, smart cruise control. We have that 10.25-inch navigation display. The exterior features the GT line Sport front and rear bumper fascia, as well as the GT line Sport side sills with red accents. Now to open the liftgate, you'll just have to put your hand down below by the license plate. The backup camera is actually down here too. You'll feel a soft pad, press it, and lift it up to reveal 24.2 cubic feet of volume behind the back seat. Now you have this deep well in here, so you can see my hand going down below. So it gives you a little bit more depth with your cargo space. Now if you fold these down by flipping the tabs up here, it's a 60-40 split, you increase it to 62 cubic feet of volume, which is a lot for a subcompact crossover, but you'll see that the seats aren't flush with the floor. So you'll be a little challenged on getting something flat back here, but you can utilize this deep well here and then longer items and some bulkier items in the back. So definitely a nice huge opening to get things in the back. Now check out the back seat legroom and headroom for a guy who's 5'11" inside this subcompact. This is my position as a driver up front. I feel comfortable, pretty spacious on the inside, and I've got about that much room between my knees and the back of the seat. Kind of a hard plastic back, but that's okay. There is a seat back pocket behind the passenger seat, but not the driver's seat. Really cool accents with this GT line Turbo in here. Really cool looking. Kia always does a really good job with the Soul on giving it a little bit of spice and the cool factor. Here's another angle behind so you can see what my legs look like. A little rainy out here, so my knees are wet. But anyways, there's the amount of room behind the driver's seat. And this is basically me sitting behind myself. It's surprising how cavernous this is for the size of vehicle. I think it's because it's kind of boxy on the inside, meaning it's pretty square to where you get a lot of space in here. It seems like it's almost disguised. Even though it does look boxy on the outside, inside it's deceptively large. And here's my headroom, and it's quite a bit of space between my head and the roofline. There is a fold-down armrest, pair of cup holders there. They've got these buttons down here which always indicate that you have the child latch system, so if you have some car seats that need to hook in, you can do that. And this is what I always like to see, and if they don't have it, I point it out. There is a USB port charger back there, so that's kind of nice. A little bit of space in the door panels for a cup for something to drink. Here is the key fob for the Soul. You can see on the side here, they got the lock, unlock, trunk release, and also the panic button. I'm gonna keep it in my pocket. The vehicle's locked right now. And with the Soul, all you have to do is press the black button here to lock it and unlock it. Since it's locked, I'll press the button and unlock it. Now let me go inside and give you a tour. The push button start is down here next to the shift knob. Start her up. Look how big this screen is. This is beautiful, 10.25 inches. Look how wide that is. Gorgeous, huh? So you have 3 different fields of data here to showcase what you can see in the infotainment screen. So there's the entertainment, there's the weather, also the navigation, and here is your instrument cluster. Beautiful, wide, easy to read. Steering wheel mounted controls, volume, Bluetooth here on the left-hand side, cruise control and the safety features there. On the left of the steering wheel, you've got the heads-up display, lane keeping aid, blind spot information, traction control right there, auto on and off, so when you are driving you can save gasoline by this little feature there, the start-stop feature. And this is very nice. Look down here, you'll see the plug-in there for a USB port, and up here is a charging pad for your smart devices if it's compatible. I love this. You know, if I don't have a cable with me, I can always just put my phone up there and it charges on the go, which is nice. Drive modes. There are two different drive modes, normal and sport. Use the sport to rev up the RPMs a little better. Not the best in these conditions today, but that's something you can play with. Heated seats and heated steering wheel. So a lot of really up-to-date features. Climate controls are out there, dual control, so you can sync it to both sides. Just really nice looking layout here. And look at the GT line steering wheel, flat bottom here. Looks really sharp, doesn't it? And yes, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as options, so the vehicle is compatible with those different phones. And we have a sliding sunroof as well. And one more takeaway before you go. The MSRP range is between $17,500 and $27,500. What a great starting price for a 2020 with all the great technology, safety, and cargo space on the inside. Again, if you want to see a detailed drive and review of my review from earlier this year, check out the links in the description below. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Adios. One more thing before you go, I've added links in the description below to some of the best-selling automotive accessories and products on Amazon right now, plus links to some of the product reviews I've done. You can find it in the description below this video. And if you don't mind, take a couple of seconds and click that subscribe button. I'm uploading 2, 3, sometimes 4 new videos every week, and I don't want you to miss anything, plus it helps support my channel. As always, if you have any constructive criticism, thoughts, or suggestions about my video, please leave it in the comment section below.